Hi, this is Tracy from Zoned2BToned. We're here at the Healthy Concept Gym, 555 County Line Road, Hatboro, PA. I am sitting here with a very inspiring woman, Miss Caroline Roman. And Caroline, please spell that last name for everybody.
Okay, my last name is Ozols-Roman. That's O-Z-O-L-S. Roman, R-O-M-A-N.
We want to know, a lot of women make a lot of excuses about not having time to go to the gym or take time for themselves, children, etc. But Caroline, how long have you been training for?
Over 20 years, I would say.
And when did you start to take an interest to training, working out?
1987.
That's a long time. What inspired you to get started with training?
I just always have been found as being challenging, and I always wanted to see how far I can go and what I can exceed, and just kept working from that point on.
Were you ever an athlete or anything before you decided to start training?
I would say not. No.
So there you go. You don't have to be an athlete to come back and do something. As you can see with this beautiful physique, Caroline does compete. She competes with an NPC organization. What is that like, Caroline? Why did you decide to compete?
I decided to compete because I wanted to take it one step further. I needed a challenge at the time after I had my first child, and I just wanted to see how far I can go. I wanted to see what it's about, the competitive side in life, and I found it very challenging, and I found it rewarding, and I just continued with that from that point on.
And Caroline does work with a trainer, so we want to ask her, how long has she been working with a trainer?
I've been working with my trainer for about 1.5 years. I was working out with other trainers prior, but this has been more competitive, so we're really working hard at this point.
And what is the experience like working with a trainer?
I think it's excellent. I get all the angles that I cannot get on my own with the weights, and I get constant support and ideas of how to make myself better, and I really enjoy it.
And as we see, she has done some shows in the past. Can you name some of the shows that you've competed in?
I started out in 2009 with WrestleMania, which was a non-NPC show. I continued from that point on with NPC. I've done shows such as Team Universe and Junior Nationals. Did some small shows on the side as well. There were NPC qualifiers, and I just stayed there.
And here's the main question I want to ask Caroline, because this is a big one. I think I probably repeated myself, but how do you juggle being the mom, being a wife, working, food preparation, training? How did you juggle all these things?
It's interesting. I do it, and it's always a challenge, but nothing so far has stopped me. It's just part of life. You get up and you do your routine every day. It's a challenge because it involves other people. It's not just me. It's mostly my family. And but I love it, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I love that. So what is the goals and aspirations for Caroline in the future?
As far as weight training, definitely pro card. Definitely pro card, yes.
What advice would you give women that always thought about competing but never did take it serious to do that? What advice would you give them as far as getting started if they want to do this?
I would suggest just getting into a gym environment, even if it's at home, even if it's a videotape, just do something. You have to start doing about 15 minutes a day, and you take it from there. But you gotta do it. You gotta make time. You cannot make excuses. And there's no room for excuses. Not in this current life. We don't have that time. We have to work with what we got and make those 10-15 minutes work. And then go from there, but you cannot give up and say, no, I don't have that time.
Absolutely. And Caroline, this is why I needed to do this interview with you, because as a trainer, this is what you hear, tons of excuses, and time does pass quickly and you realize you never got your dream through. She's living her dream. I've watched her change and just improve year after year, and I guarantee Caroline will get her pro card. Caroline, what show, my last question, of course, what show are you preparing for next year?
I am focusing on doing something maybe a little different, but such as maybe some master shows. But I think that some of the repeats of the Teen Universe will be an option, and hopefully one or two other shows after that.
Caroline does have a little beautiful, I should say handsome, little boy named Hunter. How was that? You know, working out and training with your son. How did you juggle and make the time to do that with Hunter?
Well, it was really challenging at first, I have to say, because he was just 2 years old when I started, and he was now that he's getting older, it's just, you know, life with a 4-year-old is definitely not a boring one. So, but he's also been very good where I needed to work out. He has kept himself occupied, but it's still been very challenging. That has not stopped me. I just have found ways to go around that.
And you know, that's a good point too. With a 4-year-old, I know you have to cook different from what you had to prepare foods for yourself. And how do you do that without having to nitpick and grab some of his goodies while you're, you know?
Well, the good thing is that I've started him eating healthy from the get-go. So he eats healthy foods. I usually don't eat his food, keep it there. But I do cook healthy for him and want to get him on the right track. And so we basically, whatever we eat for dinner, he gets a portion of that for his dinner. And so that's what we do, and it's worked pretty well.
Beautiful. So see, it can be done. Even having a child, you still can be able to make that balance. You got to turn that switch off. We know this is yours and this is yours. Caroline did a great job. And again, ladies, you can do this. There's no excuses. Just find someone that can gear you in the right direction. Thanks again, Caroline. This is Tracy Hess, Zoned2BToned.